The stream, how you guys doing? It's Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing well. What up, Froggy? Skylon, good afternoon. Beatsville, good morning. Arnesis, Jacob, what up, Jacob? P, Kevin, Billy Stocks, what up, Golden? Eddie and Miguel, how you guys doing? All right. What's up, Ola? So we had a nice tap into 4-hour supply. That's the overnight highs. This 4-hour supply right there. Very nice. Then move lower off there to VWAP. Got a little 1-hour demand zone right underneath VWAP. ES is already at that demand zone. Tyler, what up? Rally, you've been waiting 8 days for a response from TPT. They're still paying out daily though, so no complaints about that. What are you waiting for a response about? I don't remember. I mean, they are slow, man. What's up, Maul? Good morning. All right. Well, we got FOMC minutes, I think, later. We got NVIDIA earnings after close, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if today was a bit, I don't know, maybe less volatile than yesterday. I don't know. But, you know, if we do see kind of more of a range-bound day or something, then I wouldn't be that surprised either. Just while we wait for bigger news items. Excuse me. Miguel, he said hourly chart is telling you potential move up, a possible retest of 24,560. 66.30-ish on ES. So he said 560 on NAS, 560. Right around my 4-hour demand zone there. Before that move. Okay. Yeah, I like a retest of kind of the little basing area we had before we well, we really ripped off the 440s. You know, my green zone of opportunity here, 400, ended up being a perfect, pretty perfect there. That green zone of opportunity right at 400. That was my target to the short side. And then moved all the way up to VWAP pretty quickly. That was a fast move yesterday. You know, 25 minutes, almost 300 points. It's nuts. So I'm not really expecting that kind of stuff today, but we'll see. Size appropriately for it. All right, chat. Let's have a good session here.
This is all wet and it's slick and it's ready to go.
Why are you sometimes with bookmap on and sometimes not? Well, to be clear, it's never straight up bookmap, but it is order flow. It's just a different window I have here on, and so sometimes I want to reference it. Other times I want to reference more of the time frame charts. So it just depends on what I'm, you know, usually if I'm in a trade or looking to get into a trade, I will switch to the order flow. Other times though, you know, I just want to see the time frames more, so. So nice dip down to the 80s there, 580, back up to VWAP here. This taskbar is not hiding. It's annoying. I'm trying to hide the taskbar. Oh, whatever. Okay. So yeah, sometimes I'll switch to this view here. What's up, Jim? What up, Evan? What up, Mike? How you guys doing? Jim, what's going on? Grizz, how you doing? Oh, we do have news from Mighty Funded Futures, which I will mention again later, but they do have the Pro plan is available for a 1 day payout or 1 day pass now. Sorry. 1 day to pass the Pro 50K eval. It's an add-on at checkout. It's free, I believe. Free add-on. And you get 20% off your first month with code Dan. So that's the Pro 50K, pass in 1 day, no extra cost, no consistency rule, no daily loss limit for a limited time. You can upgrade with the 50K Pro and get 20% off when you use code Dan. So check it out. Okay, another dip. Sweep in the 80s there. Back up to VWAP again. Back and forth and back and forth. Pranav, what up? How you doing? Oh, there's a little gusto from buyers. A little 30-point push. Bojan, good morning. How you doing? Sorry to hear that, Jim. Yeah, yesterday, so I ended the stream red on the tick accounts. Personal daily loss limit, I locked out. But the volatility was good, so I got 5 Lucid accounts and passed those just pretty quickly, just on the move up. So I have 5 Lucid Pro accounts now. Lucid Pro has a 35% consistency rule to keep in mind. I'm going to want to make 2100 for the buffer, and then, you know, get some payouts. So I think about $650 a day would be a great goal to have on those. It's my daily bias. My bias is that we might just be a little bit more balanced today. So we'll see. But not entirely sure what to expect, other than you know, pending news items that may move, that are market movers, like Nvidia earnings. It's a market mover for sure. It's a pretty discretionary system I trade. I go off vibes, man. I have some crystals I charge under full moon. Hold them tight, and you focus on the trade you want to take, and then you'll just know intuitively whether it's a good idea or not. So I do that before every trade. Do it before every trade, man. It's the secret. All right. Looks to be breaking this downtrend we've been in pre-market. Pump up the jams. Pump it up. Off we go here. Nice job, Miguel. Averaging like 1K per account on 15 days now. Man, that's awesome, Miguel. Glad to see that. What firms are you with? Are you still with Top Step or are you trading other firms? I don't remember. $90-minute supply coming in. Lucid and Top Step. Have you gotten payouts on Lucid? Do you like it? You know, as I mentioned, I just got my Lucid Pro accounts last night. Have not taken trades on them yet. I bet you love that no activation fee on Lucid, don't you? I know I did. $80 or whatever for the account, plus, you know, that's all in. I'm a fan. Today's going to be the third payout on Lucid. Nice. Beautiful. Payout cap kind of sucks. What's the payout cap? I should know it, shouldn't I? There's too many firms, too many rules. I can't keep it up. If only there's a site to do it all for me. I looked it up here. 1500. Yeah. So payouts 1 and 2, 1500 on Lucid Pro accounts on the 50K. So it helps to have a multiple there, you know. So trading 5 accounts times 1500. That's not bad at all. All right. Try it long here. Yeah, break even hit there. I covered pretty quick on it. Just because it's still the opening, you know. Still kind of... Yeah. Still a little back and forth here. Just curious, isn't MFFU just best for most needs? I think so. I mean, I have it ranked top on my site, but... yeah, I think MFFU is definitely... You know... you know, they have the ability to get up to 100K in sim funded payouts, but for most, you know, for the other plans, you know, it's capped. So it's like, I look at my fund features just more of like not like a grand slam kind of payout thing, but just like steady, easy rules, fair price, one to just grind it out on. Is day trading a main source of income for you? No, not yet. Working on that part. So, having a little bit of resistance here, getting into this 90-minute supply. I do think we end up popping it here. It's right at 700, so it does look good for the pop. Which is why I tried the long. How come we switched to ES? I'm not trading ES. It's just the order flow I always look at on ES. It's easy to read. So this is the trade I was looking for earlier that I hopped out on pretty quick. With just this move to the supply right around 700. Looks good here. Next area of interest is overnight highs that I mentioned at the pre-market here. Overnight highs for our supply will be my next target. The order flow heat map is on Motive Wave if you have the order flow version or higher. That's how I'm looking at it. Miguel, nice job, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Push in, push in. Nice. I just grabbed that push there on the Lucid Pro accounts. Just quick, like 18 points or so. Gene, if you have Edge Pro X, they should have a heat map tab at the bottom. It should say Edge Pro X heat map. You click on that, it's going to have this, full screen heat map. So then what you do is go to template, save as template. So I've already done that Dan heat map. So I just took Edge Pro X's kind of base heat map there. And so that way when I create a floating template like this, I could turn any one of them into a heat map if I want. Nice push there. Nice G-man. I was in a long, I'm out of a long. So, nice push into supply here. Excuse me. Dan's a scalper now. I mean, I've always fancied myself a scalper, but usually I do go for a little bit of the bigger hits, the 5 to 15 minute holds as opposed to a 30-second move. But the one I just took was honestly probably a 10-second trade or something. $843.24. Yeah, it was a 16-second trade. Just going for those was it 19 points? Anyway, using Project X while I can. New all-time high today, you think? I mean, I just sold my Q calls a couple days ago, so yeah, that makes sense. I don't think we're getting up to all-time highs. Definitely not NASDAQ. How far is ES from all-time highs? Yeah, definitely not an ES either. See what happens with Nvidia, you know. Trey Fan, I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, ES now ticking through its overnight highs here. Nasdaq did a little faster. Nvidia earnings will be interesting tonight. You know, futures will open. I'm sure there'll be some large moves in futures. Getting snow in the mountains now. You know what that means? It means you can look at it with a telescope. It means you have some day trips to do. Where do you go? Like Big Bear or something? Went to Big Bear once, but it was like Columbus Day, and so it was pretty packed. But it was still a good time. That was my only time skiing in California. Nvidia earnings are after close today. Triggers are going weekdays. Oh, I know, man. Like even here in the Midwest, if I just want to hit the closest slope, I'll go on just a weekday after I'm done streaming. I'll just go drive an hour and go ski for a couple hours and come back home. It's a good time. You think profit from trading can be sustainable, or would you need to switch to using your own capital? Sustainable for me would be around 50k British pounds yearly. Yeah, I mean, I think at some point you'll move to your own. I think the goal for every trader should really be to trade your own capital. You know, it's nice if you get that capital injection from prop firm payouts, though. But I think ultimately you don't want rules, and you don't want some firm telling you what you can and can't do. You know, and if you're too successful, you know, look, they'll probably move you to a live account anyways, and you know, there's gonna be a cap on your sim funded career, to be honest. But to get your career going, I think it's a good path. Yeah, Trading Academy says I tend to move most of my profits to build my personal account and use the rest to put back into prop. Trading without rules is much better for the mindset. Yeah, it's nice. It's simple. It's just pure trading. I always say that. That's what you want. You want pure trading. Don't want a bunch of rules. Wouldn't you need around $1 million of your own capital? So you have... No, you don't need $1 million. That's crazy. Like, I think like 100,000 is enough to work with. All right, there's a move up to 800. Like, I'll probably do a personal account. You know, I'll probably start with like 15 or 20 in my personal account and just trade that for a while. Maybe with some prop stuff on the side, but all right. I mean, pretty nice nice strength here off the open. Range so far is 230 points, so it's already better than I thought it'd be. G-Man says buy up every tip, no downside today. Well, maybe. Yeah, don't forget a 50K account from a prop firm is like a $2,000 account. It's just marketing. All right, well, next target, right up there, around 900. Kind of reminds me of yesterday. I had these downside targets that just kind of kept hitting. Like, all right. What a froggy. Tempted to trade today, but you know it's a bad idea, feeling very impatient. Yeah, good to be self-aware like that and realize that going before you place trades. Well, I do feel pretty silly hopping out of my long there that I took earlier. I was not, you know, it's hard for me to place a trade. That's in the first 10 minutes there, and you know, I hate taking an early loss on just some opening volatility, so I was being pretty cautious. All right, well, up and away here. Target, the open of 2 days ago on ES IMO. Target the open of ES 2 days ago. Like the cash session. Is it all the way freaking up here though? Seems really far away. Is the open, is this it? 67.57? I think PDH is a great target for sure on ES. So up there, oh, you can't see it. So up there, 67.05 08.5, something like that. Rippity rip rip rip. Hot Lemons, you put a limit long at 721. Missed my fill by tick. That was me yesterday trying to short the open. Literally hit my level and just I didn't get the fill, so I needed to go one tick past me to get it, I guess. It was a bit frustrating. We could have like a little pullback now, couldn't we? Is that too much to ask for? Or? Man, I kind of want to short that for just a few points. But it's kind of a strong move to step in front of. Don't do it. No, don't worry. There was not enough reason to. There we go. I mean, now we're like 80 points away from that pullback to 800 now, Golden. Jeez. All gas, no brakes here. All right, here's my next target. 900, 4-hour supply. Well, target hit. Without me. I never found, I mean, there was no entry here. On the 1 minute chart, for the last 100 plus points, there's not one red candle. Not one red candle. What's up, Parshav? Look at that 5 minute chart. Stacked. It's just FOMC minutes today. 1 p.m. is always when it comes out, I believe. Yeah, 1 p.m. Central. It's just the minutes. Not nearly as big of a deal as the actual meeting itself. Excuse me. So, got a lot of zones here, but these 3 zones on my chart have been like ones that have been, if I could just highlight them, that'd be nice. I believe these are the 3. Yeah. They've been pretty good for like swing points. Imagine you went short, like when I was talking about shorting. Yeah, no, you gotta have more of a thing other than it's gone too far. Gotta have more of a reason than that. Where do you exit? You don't. Forex or futures for someone just starting? Futures. Futures for everybody. Well, jeepers. Jeepers, that's a great move. $600 lots hit the bid, then about 400 hit the ask. So some good volume transacting up here. Just straight up, yeah, man. It's very, very, very vertical. Are we gonna hit PDH before we get any meaningful pullback? What do you think of an A64 long? Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Don't step away at the open, Evan. This is the real session that matters. None of the other stuff you're trading matters. Went to take a long call. What do you mean? A phone call or like an options call? I mean, who talks on the phone anymore other than Evan? Oh, number 2. Is that what you call it? I speak colonial English. I speak American, all right? Let's get on the same page here. I speak American, you speak wrong. Okay, son. You know what? Today I actually freaking ran out of coffee. I had to use like decaf. It was like all I had. I accidentally bought a bag of decaf at the store, and I was like, fuck, what am I going to do with this? Well, today, I was literally at Costco yesterday. I haven't been in Costco in years. I went to Costco yesterday. Literally did not buy a bag of coffee on the cheap. I was like, I think I got some at home. I think I'm good. I didn't. So I'm sitting here drinking decaf like a freaking goofball. Dang, Grizz. Why are you deleting Jake's freaking comments? I'm gonna have to make Jake a mod now. With Omaha steak, instead of a dental plan, he gets Omaha steaks once a month. All right. So again, let's just measure today's range, get an idea of what we're working with here. 371 points in 36 minutes. Wow. So it's not what I thought at all going into open. I was like, well, I'm probably not going to see the same kind of volatility we saw yesterday. Same thing, just to the upside now. So 371 points in 36 minutes is just freaking bananas. Now I'm going to give you real, ready, bloody steaks, Jake. You're just going to have to find some California vegetarian to give them to. Is this the pullback? Is this the pullback to 900 and then rip? Should I long this? Jeez. Honestly, I have a little bit of a headache. I think it might be from not having caffeine. That'd be crazy though. It's only, it's only 9 o'clock here. But I also had a headache yesterday evening, so maybe it's unrelated to caffeine. Guess I should have longed that, okay? But, you got it, Golden, you got it? I'm glad you got the long there, nice. Just freaking nuts over here, guys. 50 points instantly, yeah. Freaking nuts. Like considering it pop. Yeah, like, all right, well, I guess I won't do that then. Where do you put your stop? Exactly. Like by the time I was considering it, the stop was already like 35 points away down here at that low under 900. So it really wouldn't have been a smart trade. And you know me, I only make smart trades around here. It's kind of my thing. Did you catch any of it? Small. I got like 19 points on Lucid accounts. I tried a long, was it 9 minutes into open? Looking for the pop higher. I think I was looking for like 700. I wasn't looking for much more than 20, 30 points. And what do you know? I moved to break even just a little fast because I don't really love trading that open, So I was pretty cautious on that one. It did not work in my favor. This kind of reminds me of yesterday, right? Except yesterday we had the down move, but in terms of my own executions, just seeing my levels get hit and not taking part of the profit of it. That's what it feels like. I'm glad I did catch $376 on these funded accounts times 5, so that feels like I did something. Next up, golden. Okay, PDH just right overhead now at 960. Nice Parshav. In case you are just tuning in, My Fund Futures did announce a one-day pass on their pro accounts. No additional fee, just a one-day pass add-on you can get. Let's see. My Fund Futures. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so you know how they've been having these add-ons and stuff. So now you can do the pro plan, 50K, one-day pass, $4,000 profit target. So profit target gets boosted. Instead of 3K, becomes 4K. Keep in mind, they're only going to let you trade 3 contracts, right? So you know how other firms might let you trade 5, 10, or whatever. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to do that one-day pass. No consistency rule on that one. And that's for the pro plan. So if you're interested, that just came out today. And there's PDH. Sweet. With my code, you get 20% off. Code Dan. I can't put my own code in there, so that's why you just saw the full price. But code Dan gets you 20% off. Which at that price is like, what, $44 or something? If my math is okay. Wait, no. Yeah, no, I typed it wrong. Yeah, $45 off. Code Dan. All right. Well, off we go. That was it, man. That jab down to 900. That was really good. I was asleep at the wheel there on that one. That was nice. Truly tremendous, sir. Daniel, please lead the way. Yeah, you like that P&L, baby? This is 2250, man. But guess what? That's times 10, baby. Freaking loaded. Still got payout caps on the pro. I don't think they changed the payout caps. The minimum payout is 1K. What's the max on the pro account? I think it's just 100K cap. Are you using other streamers' codes when buying props? Yeah, usually, or just like any other code I know of. Yeah, might as well, dude. If there's like a streamer I kind of like or whatever, just, might as well give them a piece of it instead of just letting the firm keep everything. And usually, you know, yeah, usually the firm has their own discount too that you can use, but I don't mind, you know, practicing what I preach there. What are you trading actually today? Like in terms of accounts, the focus right now is these TickTech accounts. They're over here in Project X, but I'm copy trading them, you know, from here. And so pretty much, I mean, they're up, what, $34? I guess they got a little benefit from the trade copier. Usually it's in the other direction, but so where it says 2250 here, I actually made, you know, a couple more, you know, what, 2 ticks more or so. So I want to get those accounts to $250 profit today. That's it. That's all I need. Pretty simple. There's 100K, 100K, geez. There's 1K orders hitting the bid there on ES. Bob, what's up, man? You've been following since good old Mango Street days. Hey, guess what, Bob? Mango Street days are still happening, man. We're still good. We're gonna go for another year. We're going for another year. But you have no idea where to start with day trading. My advice is don't. Day trading is so brutal, man. If me saying don't doesn't deter you, I do have like a video just to help. It's called Start. It's just to like kind of get on the same. So we're talking about the same stuff here, you know, because like it's such a broad space, you know, and I just want to cover some kind of ground rule type things because there's different instruments you can trade. There's different. I mean, there's different products. There's different firms. There's different brokerages. There's, you know, you could be an options trader. You could trade penny stocks. You could trade large caps. You could scalp futures. You could swing trade. There's just so much. So check that video out maybe and ask me any specific questions you have here. Corn down bad. Hope you're shorting Parshov. Hope you're shorting your precious corn. Dude, you would love the Midwest of the United States, man. We got so many corns. So many corns? What am I talking about? I talk real good. We got so many corns. We got so many soybeans. We got all them things here. We got so many corns, I said. Jeez, what the hell? You can tell my coffee's decaf. All right, we did get a little tick of PDH there on ES. Pull back to 6,700. Maybe we get another pop through it. Lucas, what up? How you doing? So $200 per account, 250. It's 5% of your account balance. Which is 50K, so 250. And that times 10, yeah. Yeah, Jim. Evan, don't encourage Parshov to trade corn. We dunk on Parshov for trading corn. It's our favorite pastime, man. Is this the long? Is this the long? It kind of looks like it. That's the long. Okay. Jeez. You know, it's funny. There's probably going to be a comment after the stream gets, after I'm done with the stream and it just lives on my channel. Someone's going to comment, bro, did you just watch it move 400 points and not take any trades? That's what someone's going to say. 415 points. I did not capture any of it. I mean, there really wasn't. There was very few opportunities, unless you're just buying the high, which some people do, Joe. This was the best one I saw, was this spike down to 900. By the time I was considering it, it was too late. It was too fast. And we're, you know, PDH would have been a good target though. Very good. But yeah, I mean, I did catch some points, but like I didn't do it on just the screen in front of you. I did it on my Mac over here. So well, anyone who comments that, I understand they're outing themselves as like a fucking noob. So I don't take it personally, but a comment like that just tells me you haven't been around very long. I don't look at cumulative delta. No, I mean, yeah, exactly, Grizz. I was distracted with chat there. Yeah, exactly, Parshab. It's always what's my risk? Not anything else. Where do I place my stop? What am I risking for this trade? Oh, Evan says the top is in. We're going to 0. I mean, I don't think he would lie to us, guys. He lies to me in DMs all the time, telling me he's the recent giveaway winner when he's not, but I don't think he would lie here publicly. Do you remember when oil futures went to in the net? Yeah, I do remember that. Speaking of zero prints, gotta keep adding volume profile back. It keeps getting deleted. Excuse me. Do we have any zero prints in the 87s? Excuse me while I look. Don't recenter on me. Almost there, 86.5. Just a low volume node. What's up, V2? How you doing, man? Speaking of passively watch, man, that's just feels like what I've been doing here. Small bag on Lucid Pro. I feel fine about that. It's times 5. It's a good start. Getting a payout soon? We'll see. I am not counting anything before it hits my bank, but you know, I still got several days on Tick. I still have, I think, 6 days of $250 or more. And these Lucid Pros are brand new, so I think the Lucid Pro needs at least 5 days, plus I got to pass the buffer. All right, Evan, catch you later, man. All right, guys, have a good time at the gym. Daniel, what up? How you doing, man? I mean, it's crazy because, like, we move so much so fast. So I feel like, what is it, 9:30? I feel like the next hour, it's like hard to really expect too much from price. So it feels like the opportunity happened already. I don't know. Pop from Grill, a smart business idea, helps people out, and you get paid with referral. Exactly. I mean, look, started making some money with referrals, not a lot, but I mean, I'm just trying to provide more value than I would say most other people that are doing it, that are shilling their codes. I want to actually create something that's helpful, and it helps me out. I mean, I use it on my own time all the time, so hopefully people really get a lot of use out of it. Philip, you think opportunity comes soon? Well, that'd be nice. If we could pop up to 980 one more time on NAS and reject, I might short it. Which sounds nuts, but back up to this green zone here. This is a Jizu. If you're new to the stream, this is a Jizu. Green zone of opportunity. We pop up here again. See a bit of a rejection. I may try the short. Have you heard of YRM prop? No. Sounds like they won't be around in a year. If you I see so many firms that pop up and you're just like, I'm not sure you're gonna be around. I don't know anything about them. Jizu. They're based in New York? Yeah, well. Look, Fast Track was based in the US. That didn't stop them from being run by a fucking shithead. How does Lucid compare to the likes of Top Step? So Lucid is going to be cheaper. There's no activation fee. Once funded, there is a 35% consistency rule, and there are payout caps that are less than 5,000. So cheaper to get in. You'll make a little bit less on the payouts. Is that my pop-up there? Is that my pop-up? There's 1K orders hitting ES there. Yeah, that was it. Okay. I'm so hesitant on this. I don't. It's hard to want to pull the trigger on the short, to be honest. Nice V2. Blast from the past. Which one? Parshav WB thing? I don't know what you're saying with the WB thing. Jim, you have a very old XFA at Top Step. I also have that 5K cap, or I have no cap. That 5K cap has been around for a while. I don't know. I assume you have it, but you can ask Eddie. Eddie would know better. Operation, I'm on Motivwave 6 point something. I went back to 6 because 7 was causing problems. Yeah, I don't know Parshad. That sounds made up. I never heard of it. What was the news about Top Step and Project X? Project X is only going to be available for Top Step. I was hoping you would bring me coffee. I looked at the time and I was like, I forgot to ask her to bring me coffee. Thank you.
It's very full and I didn't.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Rachel, coming in clutch with a coffee. Meant to ask her on her way home. And I realized it was too late. But she did it anyways. Hell yeah. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, boys. My short finger is twitching. I want a short. Getting the twitches. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Well, does MP not own Project X? I don't like it much. No, I think they're owned by the same. I think he owns. I mean, he must own it in some capacity through some sort of structure. Essentially owned by Top Step. What if I could pour this without spilling it? I'm trying to pour my coffee into my mug here. Don't mind me. Great success. Did not spill a drop. Super pro. All right. Was my twitchy finger right? I need to see a heavy close here. It's been getting bought up every time. See a heavy close. Tom. That's funny. There we go. Twitchy finger was right. Good at least for a scalp. Not necessarily getting the heavy close just yet, but let's see here. You think poker or trading is easier? Poker, probably. I don't know. Depends on who you're playing with, right? I think poker's brutal because I mean there's a lot of similarities. You can make the mathematically correct decision in poker and lose. Obviously, with trading, you follow your system, you're going to take losses, but it feels different. I don't know. How do you know where there's a lot of liquidity somewhere? Well, order flow helps. Look, you can look at the heat map and see where passive orders are sitting on the books. The darker the red color, the more orders it is. Time for geography games. I mean, I still want to see if I could find another scalp here. Again, just it's like 25 points on 5 micros would be great. It's definitely the movement for it. Right now it's just cooling off after that 400 plus point move. But I was getting a little twitchy looking to short. ES needs to break this R1 support line, this green line on the chart up here. It's just been sitting there for a while. Get the drop on NAS. All right, coming in at 900 here. Haven't mentioned it yet, chat, but don't forget to like the stream while you're waiting for your next setup. It does help the channel out. All right, 900 holding for the time being here. Let's see if that can crack. Don't need another green rectangle on here. Delete that. We did hit those the LVN there on ES. Those pink lines there represent areas of low volume by price. Take another stab at it. What's up, Guillermo? How you doing, man? Gotcha, man. Glad to see you back, though. All right. What's up, Alexander? Just watched your last video. I'm considering the first challenge for a funded account, and I'm thinking about my funded futures. Can I check there what assets are available for trading? Do you think it's a good choice for first account? I do. Yeah, it's simple. So go to profitfromgorilla.com. Click on my funded features. Scroll down, available instruments. You can see exactly what you're allowed to trade on my funded futures. So check that out there. But yeah, it's solid. It's going well, Fath. Thank you. How about you? How's the BPM thing work? You got a watch on? No, I don't own a watch actually. This is just a chest strap heart rate monitor. It's not that comfortable either, so I'm doing it for you, chat. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's a fun element to add, but yeah, it's not my favorite thing to wear. More lows. Let's go. More lows. We're at 400 points. More pullback. Let's go. You green? Yeah, I'm green. Mayan, I just restructured the way the showing the promos work. I have to do it manually though, man. So I just restructured it, so now I can like hopefully do a better job of keeping up to date, because it is crazy how often these plans are going on sale. So I hope to do a better job of that moving forward. But I did, like when I started building the site, I wasn't sure the scope of it really. And so I didn't really build it like with the right structure in place for what it ended up being, right? So then I had to rework some of it so that I can really have it be everything I want it to be. But I did create this whole kind of panel for me to update the deals and everything. So, yeah, it's just, it's me doing it by myself. So, you know, does anyone know MFFU Core 50K rapid payout eval pass? Can I request now after 1 day a payout if I get? You have to do 5 days. You have to do 5 days of trading after each payout. On the core. Okay, heat map. Yeah, we got a lot of orders sitting here. With rapid 1 day. Oh, okay, apologies. With rapid 1 day, daily payouts. You want to know? I missed the rapid part, sorry. Yeah, I think that's correct, man. Everything you're saying sounds correct. You could double check with their support. They're decently fast at responding, like the live chat. But I believe that what you're saying is correct. We're going to give it all back? I don't know, Jim. I think we're giving us a little bit of wiggle room for the move to happen. So, you know, if the move is down, we've already ripped, you know, 1% on NASDAQ here. And so there's room to go to the downside. So I don't know if we give it all back yet. it was such a, I don't think there's a ton of volume on the move, but it was like a straight up. And so I'm not sure I necessarily buy it, like, long-term speaking, mid-term speaking. And I think it's really going to be dependent on NVIDIA. Really, I think that's going to be the main mover between now and tomorrow. And that should set the tone. Thanks, Guillermo. I appreciate it. Scale plan 50K rapid add-on. Scale plan 50. Scale plan. Yeah, 50K rapid. Yeah. No, I got you. I think what you're saying is correct. You can get a payout. You passed the account, right? You passed it yesterday or whatever. You can now, after 1 day of trading, you can request a payout. You get 80-20. So if you request a $1,000 thing, you'll get $800. That's all accurate. To my knowledge, that's 100% accurate. Did my funded? Oh, it says required buffer is 2100, so I need that at least. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. You got to meet the buffer. It's just like take profit trader, honestly. So take profit trader, same thing. You gotta hit the buffer. You can take out profit above that. I'm muted. I added the rapid flex to profit from Gorilla like last week. So you can compare it to take profit trader if you want. 50K, compare. You want to know about funded? Click on the toggle at the top to switch it to funded. Yeah, so I'll update this here, I guess, to reflect the buffer. But yeah, let me know if you have any other questions, because I think that's all correct. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, I tried to sound the alarm in that one, moving to intraday after you pass. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate the comment. Thanks for being an early viewer. Much appreciated. All right, can we get to VWAP, guys? That's 80, 90 points. Can we get to VWAP? I don't know. Again, let's get a measurement of the range again. I'm going to leave the 50% retracement on there. That's right above VWAP. Not right above VWAP, but it is above VWAP. And nope. I do like to see if the prevailing trend holds. So like it was a bullish move up, right? So I want to see if buyers then are interested in reloading at the midpoint of the range. Did you code the website yourself, Dan? Yeah, I vibe coded it, man. Friggin' me and the friggin' AI there. Jacob, catch you later, man. Yeah, have a good one. So was this move up manipulation after London accumulation? Now we'll get distribution down for the rest of the day. Well, I don't talk like that, Oscar. I speak English. I don't speak SMT or whatever the hell that is. I mean, time will tell, I guess, I did not learn to code. I don't know how to code. I vibe coded it. That's where you just kind of direct it to, LLM what you want it to do. But I do have to like get in there, and It's can be a pain in the ass. I mean, it's really cool that someone like me without the knowledge can build something like Prop from Gorilla. But you know, it does it like there's stuff that someone with someone who knows how to code, they could do that in maybe 20 minutes, and it takes me like 4 hours to figure out, you know, just because I don't know, you know. All right, 800's next, chat. I used Vercel V0 or whatever it's called, V0. It was honestly, it's very good compared to the other ones I tried. It's very good, and obviously it's not so good with certain things, but in general, very good. Oh man, I knew my freaking twitchy short finger was correct when I was getting all twitchy there, trying to wanting to short up there. Right there, I said that little wick into the Jizu, the green zone of opportunity. I was like, is that it? Is that my test? And it was. Nice little waterfall from there. Actual Indian AI. That's funny, Parshav. How much debugging do you have to do? I mean, constantly, man. It's like every once in a while, it would. You tell it you want to, implement a new thing or whatever, do something, and it would just nail it right on. You're like, fuck yeah, that was perfect, dude, perfect. And maybe you make one tweak to it. Other times though, you're going back and forth for like 2 hours, saying no, you didn't do it right, do it again. You're just like, no, try again. And then it goes, oh, I found the issue now. It's because of this. And I'm like, bitch, you said that last time. So it's kind of, I do get mad at it, but we're just good work friends now. There's a nice drop there into 800. Man, this is something else, man. Remember, you're long NASDAQ 901. Get out, dude. Get out. What are you still long for? Tell me you're not long 901. You got to have a stop loss, sir. Please. Don't let it go 100 points in drawdown on this kind of thing. Good golly. All right. 50%. See if anything happens here. I've been saying 50% retracements. They're usually good for like 20, 30 points, if not way more. So let's see what happens here. I'm not going to take it. But if we can get to 800, that's 20 points right there. But I prefer 50% retracements after like a bar close instead of just a range. Because now you're in the middle of the day's range, right? So I prefer it when there's a nice trend and there's a really clean bullish bar or bearish bar for the downside on like a 30-minute, hour, whatever. I like those 50% retracements a lot. Nah, so I don't want to take when it's just the day's range 50%. I think to me that's more of just like something just to be mindful of, and then you are diddling in the middle, Since Rage got me that coffee, I do have to take a pee break though, because I'm having extra liquids. I mean, obviously, ES came into view up there. V2, catch you later, man. I'd love to see what happens here at VWAP. See if we're good for a bounce. That's some, like I said, the initial rally I don't think was on a lot of volume, and so, you call it manipulation, whatever you want. I don't know, but it's interesting. I mean, this is part of why, people say, well, what's your strategy? And I'm like, well, I like 50% retracements, but here, I already mentioned it's the days range 50%, but I'm not taking that long. There's certain things that it's harder to explain, but when you have the screen time in, you kind of know when things are looking better for that setup and when things aren't. So there's VWAP here. Is that good for a little bounce? This has been nice, a nice steady selling here. You're gonna sell till 590, David. All right, nice. What's your entry? Out of curiosity. VWAP bounce. We good? I'm interested to see. Does ES? It's kind of small up here, but we have the overnight high and VWAP right there. So do we get a retest of that? Or no? A retest of that and rejection? I like NASDAQ to break VWAP. So let's see if we get that kind of move. You're in 897? GG's, man. That's a terrific trade. If you're just in with like one contract, follow your plan and maybe trail to, protect some of that profit. If you're in multiple contracts, personally, I would scale out here at VWAP plus I'm up 140 points, like that's terrific. So I would definitely, personally, that's probably what I would do, but it's not my trade. So I didn't enter it with like a plan, like if you had a plan to target, what'd you say? 590, then maybe hold to your plan. But you are looking for kind of a 400 point retracement. And I think it's personally, I would rather take profit. And then, if there's another pop where we put in a lower high, maybe there's another short, How long is your average trade? Let's see. That's a good question. I think what I could pull up to show. I think the average trade is probably around 3 minutes, maybe. Just guessing. Sometimes, sometimes I'm in a 45-minute long trade, sometimes an hour. Oftentimes it's just, lately I would say it's been a little bit quicker than that. Here's the pop-up I'm looking for. Retest of VWAP overnight. It's 50% on NASDAQ. Feels a little dumb shorting after all this. Does feel dumb shorting here. Not sure I want it. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Look for buys. Do I want buys? I don't think I do yet. I think above 800, maybe. Robert, if you have a hard time leaving a trade on for longer than 1 minute, divide your size by 2 and try again. I would say, like, if you have targets that are farther away and you do small enough size where you can just let it play out without feeling any type of way, and you see that the target's hit, it's going to give you confidence to do that on your regular size trade. I'll try it. I don't really like it, but let's see. It's just been so much selling, and VWAP is a good place to bounce. That's why I don't like it really. But the other aspect I was looking at was, ES to retest this area, NASDAQ to retest it's 50%. So we'll see. See if we can get the break of VWAP. Looks like it's going to stop me out. Looks like we're getting back above VWAP here on ES. Held for the time being, but do I trust that? A little divergence here playing out. Huh. Came really close to stopping me out there. Yeah, it does look scary, right? I don't think it's the greatest trade ever, by any means. I might tempted to flatten it. My entry could have been, 10 points higher too. I gotta pee. This is maybe a good pee break trade. I don't like watching it, honestly. I'll be right back. Still in this thing? Jeez. What are we doing here? There we go. Take 2 off there. Flatten the rest there. There it is. Was a dicey trade there. But worked out there. Trade copier worked fine there. 427 on the tick ticks. Times 10. Good stuff. Cool, I'll lock out there for the day. Still have Lucid I could trade. If I see anything I like. I already have, 300 and change profit on that one. My goal, ideally, I don't really like doing profit goals, but I think 600 would be a little bit better. Because I want to get over the buffer, maintain a consistency rule, and get a decent payout. That was another P-break short that worked out nicely. That is my ultimate strategy. Enter a short, take a P-break, flush the toilet, flush the market. That's science, and market makers hate it. They can't do anything about it. They hate it when my simulated trades hit the simulated market. P long? No, that's not a thing, man. Don't be ridiculous. Exits were pretty good there on that one, considering this bounce. Again, that's my favorite thing about Tick Tick is the base hits are so reasonable to get a max payout on 10 accounts, $250 a day. There's no consistency rule. It makes it so much easier on me mentally, emotional, whatever, you know, like I'm not like, oh, I gotta make like $6,000 to get a payout of like a third of that. So, you know, like I'm just like, no, just gonna freaking get my base hit and go home, you know? That's Tick Tick Trader. I talk about him in my the last video I posted, the S2F Plus accounts are what I like. Isn't the base hit kind of high compared to others? Well, it's an instant funded account. So, you know, the way I look at it is completely reasonable, right? And so, like I compare it in the other, I think, did I compare it in the video? If you compare it, instant funded, like the Tradeify account, the 150K, it's not a direct comparison, but 150K one, you have to make $9,000. That's the one I'm most familiar with. Yeah, Ryan, it is the one that splits your live wallet. But you have to make $9,000 to get a payout of a third of that amount, right? So $9,000 to get $3,000. That's like kind of a lot, right? $9,000 is, you know, you got to put in some work every day. You got to make like, what is the amount? Like $1,200 a day or something? I don't remember. $1,800 a day? I don't remember exactly what it was. But here it's just $250 and no, you know. My fun features, yeah. The thing is, you're limited on my fun features to 5 accounts, and so it's a little bit less interesting. You got to pay out. Yeah, I got to pay out with Tick Tick just on one account. They were instant funded, S2F Plus instant funding. Eddie did it as well. Eddie in chat, he's done 2 payouts now on 10 accounts each on the 100K plan. So that's some money in his freaking pocket. So me and Eddie were like, this sounds interesting enough. Let's give it a shot. And I think we both think favorably of it. I know I do. Do people still use Top? Yeah, dude. They're still like probably the top firm. There's just other fish in the sea. That's just all you need to know. There's better priced fish, man. More affordable fish, man. They might weigh a little less. They might wiggle a little bit more. I don't know what that means. There's other fish. Still waiting on another 9. It'll happen though. You never hear anything about them anymore is because they canceled their affiliate program. So people like me have no incentive to talk about them. That's the God's honest truth. Is my Fund of Futures daily payouts a good deal? If you don't mind intraday trailing drawdown. If you don't mind it. A lot of people really like Take Profit Trader. I don't know why they don't have support. I don't know why they make you trade intraday. I mean, I know why, but I just don't think... I think the eval should be intraday too if you're going to do that. How significant is heat map to you? I like it. I like it a lot. For entering trades and for holding trades, I definitely think you can glean some information you can't from candles. Like I made a short on YouTube, I think last week, maybe it was, where I use heat map. Where is it? Where I literally entered because of heat map, which some people do all the time. I don't. I'm on my prop firm journey and keep. Not you, bro. Man, if we could just get like a little bit of a slide. Can you guys hear that or not? Price down. I would take that long. Otherwise, oh wow, look, 2,000 orders just hit ES there. That's fucking nuts. Let me try it down here. So like I saw, I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's like causing a delay in my headphones, but I saw like a massive amount hitting that, hitting the heat map down there, and it was like a pretty fast buy up. So I hopped in long on that one. It was almost 2,000 orders hitting the ask there. So that's buyers. Buyer aggression there. Is there a payout cap? Yeah, on my funded features, it depends on. So it's a scale plan. Yeah. I think the pro plan is the one that offers 100K payouts. Just look at their. They have it all on there. It's hard for me to keep track of all their plan names, but the pro plan is the one I think that allows 100K payouts. Jasper, the short, it was a little dicey, honestly. It was right there at 770, looking for the break of VWAP. What do you think about footprint charts? If I traded ES, I think I would have them up. But maybe if I had another monitor, I'd have them up. Or, like if yeah, I don't know. I like the heat map a little bit better. What happens when we reach that payout cap? I think they move you to live. Again, talk to their support, man. Their support knows way more than I do. I have a hard time keeping it all straight. I really do. There's so much. Ace, you're working on your third funded account. Intraday drawdown, though, through buffer zone. Then that is gone. Only on pro account. Pro plus, EOD drawdown through buffer zone. Daily payouts. How do you get pro plus? Is that just like something you pay extra for? I always hear that being talked about, but I don't really know exactly. When do you get Pro Plus, and how do you get Pro Plus? Because like when you buy an account, it's not an option, right? So I don't really know what Pro Plus, how you get it. Yeah, Jasper, I've said this a few times before. It was a dicey trade just because we moved so much. I didn't feel good about it, to be honest with you. But sometimes I really like entering like a long under VWAP and a short above VWAP, because if I'm confident about the break, just because, I can be like at break even and allow retests of VWAP and still be in the trade if I wanted to. Like, because I'm above my entry's above VWAP, so like I got a little cushion when we do go for the break. Core plan is 5K per account, Botond. 5K per account. All right, what else? Thoughts on Top Step? They're fine. I don't like paying activation fees, and they still have it. When they get rid of their activation fee, maybe later this month, I'll look at what they're offering. But for now, it's too expensive for what I want. I don't want to pay an activation fee, and then if I lose the funded account, I lost 150 times however many accounts I have. Nah, not for me. Other people, maybe that works fine, and you're going to get max payouts. I generally am not getting max payouts historically, unless it's like Tick or something. Golden, you're back. Nice. What's up, Golden? Okay, what I was going to say before I got distracted with another question, I forgot in the video, I forgot to mention the profit split. And part of the reason why is because when I got my payout in May on my fund features, I got 100% profit share. And I wasn't sure if they changed their rule on that or not. So I didn't even think about it because I didn't have a profit split. Do they give you the first X amount 100%? Like, did they give 100% of the first, 5 or 10,000? Does anyone know that? Because I didn't get 80%. I got 100%. So just curious. Yeah, it was 10K 100%, but now it's always 80. Okay, so that's just why I didn't think about it. like it's hard when I'm making those videos. I'm like, okay, what am I missing? Like, I don't want to leave something out that's important, and they left a few things out that I wish I was like, dang, I wish I would have thought of to mention that. And obviously the profit split when I'm doing like the side by side, the Tradeify example with the MFFU example, I forgot to mention the profit split, so I don't want people to think I'm like trying to mislead them or anything. It's just honest. God's honest. Just forgot. There's a lot, when you're writing one of these scripts, and a lot of details. You're like, got to make sure to mention that. Don't forget that. And I forgot the split. Dan, imagine traders who were in a coma for 6 years and all the events they missed. They'd be like, wait, Trump's still president? He was president when I went in coma fucking 6 years ago, bro. Gonna trade FOMC? No. No, I don't really do that. And it's FOMC minutes, so I'm definitely not gonna do that. Dude, I can't help but think. I always think about, like, man, like 15 years ago, when my roommate told me about Bitcoin, and I'm just like, yeah, this sounds weird. Like, I don't really get it. I wish we would have just bought it and then like locked it away for like 15 years. Because obviously, like, I would have sold when it hit. I needed that money. I would have needed that money, way sooner than holding it till 100K or whatever. But I was thinking, man, you could just all of us could have just friggin' retired in our early 20s, or late 30s, early 30s or whatever. All you needed was like, dude, Jasper. I mean, all you need was like $100 at Bitcoin would retire you. It was worth hardly anything. Like that guy who bought like 2 pizzas with Bitcoin back in the day. If he would have just held on to that Bitcoin. All right, so goofing off here, I would expect us to bounce. I would expect us to reclaim VWAP and get a bit of a move higher now. That's just my thought. I don't know if that's correct, of course. Otherwise, I'd be working on Wall Street, or still in my house, just with millions in the bank. So this move down 300 points from highs. So retrace 300 points. I'm looking for a reclaim of VWAP, a little bit of bounce. This would be the next 50%. 50% of this move down would be up here in the 830s. Is FOMC minutes less volatile? Yes, because it's telling you, it's a summary of what happened in the last meeting. It's not. You can derive sentiment and tone and stuff from it, but like, it's not giving you a whole lot of new information. Did you catch any of that move up? No, not really, Ace. I got 19 points on Lucid, and that's it. It was hard. It was hard unless you just close your eyes and buy, or you caught. Where was it? Where was that wick down? Is this it? 740s. This wick down to 900. That was like the only thing I really saw that looked good. But it was really fast, and then, there wasn't a whole lot of room left on that one. Parshav, stop making me feel old, bro. I was 21. I was 21 and broke as hell. All right. Try to reclaim VWAP there. Dip back under now. I've not seen the meme, dude. Look, I try to stay off social media for the most part. Go on YouTube, and I don't have Instagram on my phone. I try not to go on Instagram. Don't really spend much time on Twitter. I don't have TikTok. I think social media in its current state right now is not great. People got to go outside and touch some fucking grass, talk to their neighbors, walk around, just be a person. Tell me you don't put sugar in your coffee. No, I don't put. I just put a little bit of milk in there. I don't like sugar. I don't like sugary drinks. I don't like overly sweet liquids. I don't drink any soda. I only drink Olipop, which is it's like a, what does it have, like 4 or 5 grams of sugar a can or something. But I don't like sugar really like that. If you make life-changing money, would you tell your close ones? Probably. I mean, I'd probably give money to people. Sell it. So look at the depth of market here. You can see some large orders wanting to sell there overhead. Should get a nice move down instead. I was looking for a reclaim, a view up, and a bounce, but no, not happening yet. If I make life-changing amount of money, I'm gonna freaking give money to my sister, give money to my other sister, give money to my other sibling. Like spread it around. What's the point of having money if you're not gonna spread it around? I'm not trying to hoard it. Help people out, Man, that was a really nice ES. I don't know if you guys are watching ES, but man, pretty good. Pretty good. Retest of VWAP there and rejection. That's pretty nice. Don't forget about us. Yeah, Parshov, I'll pay you. Mods will finally get paid in here. Dan must have won that Powerball because we all have actual dental plans now. Yeah, Robert, you gotta know like the people in your Robert's not Robert. You gotta know, it's just the people you have around you, how they'll be. I don't think the people in my life aren't so like. I don't think they're so like that, So Eddie, are you keeping the 5-minute range on your chart, like going into the next day? Ace, so let me just be clear. This is a motive wave, not Bookmap. It's an order flow heat map like Bookmap, but it comes packaged with the software, so I don't pay extra for Bookmap. I do really like it. I've gone through phases where I don't really look at it, and other phases where I feel like I rely on it. It takes screen time, and you can watch Carmine's videos. I think Carmine he uses it like religiously, and he uses it well to find entries. So I would learn from Carmine over anyone that I know of, because I know on a daily basis that's what he's like. He's making trading decisions based off that. Okay, gotcha, Eddie. Did I hear Danny the Lotto? No, we're just talking. Yeah, I do have an affiliate link for Bookmap. So if you know, I paid for Bookmap for years. So if you do want to support the channel, it's on the Prop from Grill under Trading Tools, Bookmap right there. They are going to have a Black Friday discount though. Let's see if they have anything going on. No, in 9 days, they're going to have a discount that's worth waiting for, just so you know. And going into, I would wait on Bookmap if you can. Wait until late November or December. Okay? You'll save considerable money. Lifetime, so monthly, they will have a lifetime sale, just so you know. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Oh, it says please don't inform your community. Okay, don't listen to me. But I personally will wait till Black Friday deals come out before buying some software. That's all I'll say. Okay, sorry, I'm not supposed to say too much. I don't want to get kicked out of their circle. Oops. No, there'll be some good deals worth waiting for. So. Thoughts on top one? Eddie traded with them. He got he got some payouts, at least one payout from them. And then they said he was sim farming because he bought 11 accounts in the span of 30 days. That's not sim farming. So they banned him or something, kicked him. I don't know. So I've heard some good, some bad. I don't know about them yet. Prop from Gorilla, Trading Tools. Parshop, I don't know if you're just teeing me up, but yeah, there's tools that I've paid for. Yeah, only 11 counts, and they said sim farming. That's not sim farming. Everyone knows that. Like 100 counts, okay, yeah, dude, relax. 100 counts. No, 11, that's completely reasonable. Who's the best? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna go here again. I have Gorilla rankings, so it's automatically sorted by Gorilla rankings. It's automatically turned on, and these are kind of my favorites, where I think very good choices. So My Fun Features is definitely my current favorite. That could change. Do you know any web-based trading platforms with level 2 that connect to prop firms? What kind of level 2 do you want? Just like time and sales? Because Project X has time and sales. You want order flow? That's going to be different. I don't know any web-based order flow. Because it's kind of, I think it's more CPU intensive, maybe. I'm not. It just depends on what you want. Like time and sales, that's level 2, and that's on, right? Isn't that considered level 2? Or is it not? I thought time and sales is considered level 2. Why Gorilla, Dan? Why do you like this animal? Rip Harambe? Yeah, definitely in memory of Harambe. To me, I think it's a very fun, memorable name, right? So I started another company with Gorilla in the name, and this is kind of and I put it on hold, and while it's on hold, I'm like, well, I still like that name, and this could be part of that brand umbrella, and it's very brandable, to be honest. You know, there's all these other prop firm comparison websites out there that I could not remember the names of any of them. I know prop firm matches because they've been around. They're the biggest one. But other than that, there's all these ones that are very generic sounding, and to me, that's not how you create a memorable, brandable name. So mine's prop from Gorilla. Gorillas freaking are awesome, right? Don't fuck with the Gorilla. That'd be prop from Mango too. See, that's nonsensical though. What, like a mango? Come on. How are you going to brand mango? Oh, shit. I did that with my other YouTube channel. Dang. You like trading futures more than regular stocks? I do. You trade the whole day? Not really, though. What's your motive wave data on the last 30 days on your PC? I don't know. How would I look at that? Activity monitor or whatever PC's version of that is? I'm not going to pull that up right now. I don't want to, like, dox it. I don't know. I don't know what it would show, you know? So I'm not going to pull it up on stream. But I could look at it off stream. All right, 700 here. We really just went up and down. We went up fast and we came down fast. It was elevator up and elevator down essentially. Lately, Parshop, I've been trying to close out motive wave around like noon. It's distracting. Like if I'm trying to work on something else and I see the chart, I'm like gonna be like, oh, what's happening over here? You know, what's the market doing? So I gotta like straight up close out every chart so I don't get distracted. Because otherwise I would just want to look at it all day long. Jasper, did you have a nice time longing this move up? It was a really nice move. I just I didn't, you know, I didn't know what we're in for, man. Yeah, I longed right there and it wasn't even able to hold it for more than 30 seconds or whatever. Oh, short like me? Okay. Long got break even at the start? Yeah, okay. Where did you short though? You must have shorted way higher. Where I shorted, I felt not good about. Felt like I could easily be cooked on that one. And it almost stopped me out too. .2 gigs of data. Now, Parshop, do you have to like worry about that with your internet or something? Like I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, but does that like affect your, like, is your internet capped or something? All right. Well, who would have guessed it? But IBL's in range now. We're in pissing range of IBL. You have 2 internets in case one backfires? Wow. Is that expensive or is that common to do? $805. Okay. Dude, you remind me of like the early 2000s/90s where we had 2 phone lines. One for the internet, like our dial-up internet, or / my sister talking on the phone, and the other just as like a regular home phone line. Chris. Oh man. Does Australia have high-speed internet now? I know, like, I know, like, their high speed was like still really slow, even recently. Did they finally fix that? I bet most Australians that watch the stream are probably asleep now, but. Top Step is teasing something big. I can guess what it is. 2 guesses. Maybe it's both. Top Step's big announcement is going to be a brokerage and or a new plan with no activation fee. All right. Well, crazy day today. Honestly, way more volatility than I anticipated. I'm glad I was able to pick up a few pennies in front of that steamroller. Brokerage, yeah. TopStep's going to open a brokerage. 100%. Patak said as much. TopStep needs to wake up and get rid of the back to funded. Dude, they make a shit ton of money off that, man. I know firms always hype up their freaking things, and a lot of times it's a letdown. Oh, big news coming. We're going to find another way to take your money. Relax. We're not that excited about freaking handing you over our credit card number. Matt's off till the end of next week, so maybe more people than usual. Well, if you normally watch TBM, welcome to this stream. We have a good time here. I don't golf, and I don't care about cars. But other than that, be nice and chill. Just like Matt. And I usually go for bigger trades. You know, longer trades. Not today, really, though. Today is just getting in and getting out pretty quick. And he says they'd have to hate money to get rid of back to funded. Yeah. I know, dude. That's got to be such a cash cow. Because you know how it is when you lose a funded account. You're feeling a type of way, man. Like, I've never paid for a back to funded from anybody, but it's very tempting because you're just like, shit, man. Yeah, what days are you planning on streaming next week? I'll stream, it's a market half day on Wednesday. Market open Thanksgiving week. Let's find out. I don't trade half days. I don't stream half days. I think it's open full day on Wednesday, right? I'm planning on any day the market's open full hours, I'll stream. So not Thursday, not Friday. And as long as Wednesday's a full day, I'll be here for a regular stream. Well, I think that about wraps up this day, chat. Again, Prop from Gorilla. I'll be updating it with the latest promos and stuff. There's a newsletter too, which I've sent out, I think 2 or 3 so far. It's just I'm not going to do it every time there's a sale. That's annoying. But you know, if I summarize the best best Black Friday deals or something, maybe I'll even make a video about that. I don't know, but you know, it's a way. I don't email very often, and I just want to make it high quality sales stuff. But yeah, thanks for hanging out here. It was a pretty crazy day. And David, let me know in the Discord. It's high probability, right, of you hitting your target. A great hold, man. Terrific trade. Congratulations. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Have a good one. Later.